Yeah,
know?
yeah. I mean, he was right down the street. It was 10, 15 minutes. The wait though to get the haircut was a little longer than the actual
Yeah.
haircut. But
Yeah.
um, you were talking about how you were getting started. What like
Yeah, my
what got
first
you
cut
into it?
ever.
Yeah.
My first cut ever. So I don't know why. I was just joking with my friend. I was like, "Hey man, let me cut your hair." And the business partner's here. During day hours, my business partner is G.
Is
During
Gene here?
nighttime, he's my brother. Gene is finally here.
Hey,
Yeah,
welcome him on the
I
podcast.
I think he needs to get situated, and then
That's fine. That's
once
fine. I
he's
want to
done,
have him on a separate podcast so that way we
I,
can,
yeah.
split up and have more guests for
You want to
Daydreams.
say hi real quick? He's
Yeah,
right here.
sure. Tell him I say hey. Mr. G.
Hi, Dylan.
Hey, buddy.
How are you?
Hey, how you
Hey, buddy.
doing? Looking good today.
So I'm late.
Looking
Yeah.
good today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Yeah.
that.
We're gonna have to have you on another time.
No problem.
What's
He
up,
says
Del? How
it's
you doing,
separate.
bud?
You,
Separate?
you said yeah, we're separate. This one's for just me, man.
Yeah,
Just me.
this one's just him. He's
I get my own airtime, dude.
exactly.
Back off. Back off. But yeah. Ooh. So
So
Man.
what's
awkward.
all right, so what is the hardest hairstyle to cut? Is there like a specific do you cut women's hair? Like do women's hair?
I'm trying, but like, women are smart. They're not dumb like my friend was. Like, I'm not hating on my friend. I love my friend. We just haven't talked in a while, but we're always chill with each other.
Okay.
But I don't know why he said yes. So I said, "Let me cut your hair." He said yes. I probably took hour 30. I chopped it up. I kept pushing his so I was giving it a taper. It's just cutting like the sides, your temple area,
Right.
and then I'm cutting it, and I'm like, dude, this is so bad. Like, it doesn't look good at all. So he just says, he looks at it, and he's like, it was free. I was like, oh my god.
Hey,
I
that's a
just
decent
messed up.
response though. At least he didn't say it was bad.
Yeah, he's like, it's free. I
It
was
could
like,
have been way worse.
he could have been saying, hey, you paid me for this cut. I was like, oh, I'll take what I can get.
How old
But
were you when you did that?
18.
And you're 20, almost
I'm
21 now?
almost 21 in like
Okay.
two weeks.
So guys,
So-
he's had 3 years of experience, okay?
Oh shoot, that is true.
Yeah.
3 years of experience.
He's
You know
got
that,
3
Gene?
years
That's
behind
crazy.
him. That's a lot, especially in anime time, you know?
But yeah. So that was my first one, and I don't know. It was like kind of like a spark. So I started going to Amazon. Getting budget gear. So I got all this equipment. I cut you once too.
Yeah,
I don't
you
know.
did.
Nikki said it was pretty good.
I liked it.
But
Yeah. My thing is, I don't like going to people I have relationships with because if for some reason you actually corrected a bad haircut, that's what you did.
I did a couple of those.
Yeah, I had a bad haircut and I had you correct it. But for me, I don't like to go to friends or family because if it does turn out to be like one of those bad cases, I don't want to hurt your feelings, man. I don't want to be like, oh shit, that was bad. That's why that's why I don't let Mama Cow cut my hair. Like, I love Mama Cow and I know she can cut good, but if she messed up my hair, I'd be like, yeah, I'm not coming back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the Russian man. Yeah. The thing is, you don't even have to tell them, because now that you're family or like really close friends, if you stop showing up, that's the thing. When I cut people's hair and they stop showing up or stop asking, I'm like,
They might
been
not.
like
They must
6
not have
months.
liked it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like 6 months and you haven't hit me up.
Yeah, you must not have liked it.
Yeah, but it's so funny because like there's stuff where people came for a haircut and then there's like one time cut and they never get a cut again. So when I see them again in person, I don't try to make it awkward or be like kind of like, that friendly thing like, hey, what's up? I'm just
I see
like,
you got a haircut.
I was like, yeah, I said that. I was like, let me just got a haircut about
Are you cheating
3
on
days
me?
ago.
Who's your new
I say
barber?
that too. I was like, so who is it? Huh? Who is it?
Yeah.
How long? So I don't know. friends. It's funny because I'm just joking, but it sounds like if it's another dude, they get so embarrassed. They're like, "Yo, yo, yo, I ain't dating him." I was
Yeah,
like,
I
"You
promise. I
cheating on me now,
promise.
huh?
Yeah.
I've been with you for like a year, and now you're gonna leave me." So it's always good to like, you want to stop coming to me for cuts. I'm gonna embarrass you in public. I don't care where we are. I'm,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it.
And
But
again, that's why I don't do. That's why I keep it business. My haircut is a business deal. I ain't
that's
trying to
what
go nobody like that. I ain't trying to go like you. I respect you. I know you cut good, but
yeah.
on the odd chance that the first cut I get from you is bad, I want to be like, I'm sorry. It's a business deal, man. It's a
It is a
business
business
deal.
deal. It is. That's why. But I don't know. I get recurring customers. Zach keeps coming.
You cut
You
Zach's
know.
hair very nicely.
Thank you.
You cut
He
Zach's
actually is
hair
coming
very nice.
tomorrow.
I know. He was
Yeah, he,
telling
he
me.
booked an appointment.
Yeah.
Yeah. His hair grows so fast. That's the problem. I
Yeah.
don't know what's up with like that family, but their hair grows so fast. Zach, like a
Yeah, he just
month,
got
I
a.
would.
It was less than a month ago that he got a haircut.
That's what I'm saying. He's asking for a cut. I'm like, dang, dude, you gotta chill. I already know it's gonna be like a chinchilla kind of thing. It's gonna be so thick. It's so hard. Like he comes in a regular time, say like about 3 weeks a month, and I'm like, okay, it's pretty chill. Just clean it up. This man, his hair growth is insane. Zach, if you're watching this, I love you, man. Like no hate, but it's like he hasn't gotten a cut in like 5 months, and it's so
Yeah.
thick. And I'm like,
It
I'm
is
hurting this
thick.
man.
I kind of jealous
So
of that, man. Like my hair is very thin. Like I have thin hair.
I don't know
So
how his hair is so thick.
I mean,
Like,
Asians typically have thick hair. I'm a white
yeah.
guy, so I have thin hair. I mean, the only reason why it looks thick right now is because I have gel in it, and that's the only reason.
Are you seeing Gene's hair? Gene's hair is pretty thin.
Yeah.
Like, you can see his scalp kind of thing.
Yeah, that's because he doesn't grow it out. He keeps it so short.
Yeah, I actually cut his hair too. He was
Yeah,
like,
he
hey, keep the
keeps it
top a
so
little long.
short.
And then I accidentally chopped it down to like an inch. And I was like, oh, shoot. From the back, it looked long, but from the front, it does not look long. But he said it's a good cut, so.
Give him that mullet.
Yeah. The good thing is, hair grows back.
What
Hair grows back. So.
What has been your worst cut that you've just been like, fuck, I wish I never had done that?
Yeah. I had a couple of those. So starting off, I only did house calls. And I didn't charge an expensive price because I wasn't experienced at all. Actually, before I talked about that bad experience,
Okay.
The first, like, it was Christmas time, and it was that same year I started cutting. I was so desperate to get people to get a cut from me.
Okay.
I was like, hey, my Christmas present to you is a free haircut. Let me just give you a free haircut.
I got you.
Like, trust me. So they said, yeah. And then I got so much practicing. And then one person liked it, so they kept coming back to me. I practiced there, and I just kept practicing. And now I'm just, I'm rocking out cuts, getting gas money. But yeah,
maybe I should get rid of some of my my rules and guidelines for my haircut. Make it a little bit more personal. Let you come cut my hair.
Hey man, if ever you're in town, I know that you live.
Yeah, we live in
all the way
Roswell
in
now.
Roswell now, so
yeah, that's why it was hard to do the podcast at the actual library that we did.
Yeah.
The library back there in it's in Hamilton Mill. It takes me about 50 minutes to get up there. I'm like, nah, I can't do that every Tuesday and Thursday. That's rough.
Hamilton Mill's still pretty far from like Lawrenceville too.
It was more of a 20-minute drive, which wasn't bad, but 50 minutes. I mean, that's a lot of gas money I ain't got.
Yeah, and then you just gotta just do what you do. Just have your little setup for now, and then just grow from there.
Truth.
Everyone always outgrows stuff. It just depends on how long it takes,
Yeah, I mean, I just got this green screen, so I really like it.
It looks cool. Like, I remember when I joined the chat, and I was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
And then I kind of saw that green screen thing. I was like, oh, shoot. I like it.
Hold on.
It was kind of like...
Let me see. Hold on.
Right?
Give me one. Oh, no. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this. Let me see what... You like this better?
I like that because it looks more day-like.
Okay.
And
We're
if
gonna
you're
keep
the
that.
Daydreams podcast,
All right,
I
we're gonna
like it.
keep that. We're gonna keep that then.
I like that.
All right.
I like both. I'm not gonna lie. I like it all.
I like the
I
other
like
one
it.
because it was like anime themes, like
Yeah.
Because I'm a nerd. That's okay. We're gonna go with it.
Whatever. Just get pictures depending on your mood that day, you know?
I guess so. I'll just have to
However you're
rotate.
feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What were you about to
But
say?
yeah, I keep getting off track with this bad experience. I need to tell you.
Okay.
There's this one experience. So I did a house call, and then he was about 15, 20 minutes away from me.
Okay.
So it was already a good drive just to get to him for a haircut. And then I get there. Usually, if I cut someone, it's in their garage or it's in the bathroom or like in an open space. I was like,
You're not doing it
it's
in
my
the back
first
of an
time.
alley or anything like that?
I
Like in the back of
actually,
the
I
car?
I was like, where are you gonna take me? But the first time I cut him, it was on his porch, and we had daylight, right? So I was like, okay, this is fine. Like I can do porches. Second time, oh my gosh, I don't know why I wasn't thinking. I scheduled the cut for a nighttime cut, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then this time, the first cut was on his back porch. Now the second cut was on his front porch. And instead of having an old school light switch for your front porch light,
Right.
he had to get the automatic motion sensor one. So every time, so I'm cutting, and it's like such a tight spot, and he's way taller than me too. So instead of cutting like, you're kind of like in normal haircuts, you're kind of like down,
Right.
and then you can get everything, right? The top, the sides, and everything. He's taller than me. He's probably 6 foot something. He's on a stool, so I'm already like this. I'm like, dang, I need to touch
Already
his
put at
top
a
up too.
disadvantage.
Yeah, like just making it me like a little uncomfortable where it's gonna take longer.
Right.
But he wasn't complaining, so I was cutting his hair. The sun was setting. It was getting darker. The porch light was automatic, so every like 5 minutes I would have to cut and then walk over to the front door, do this, and then walk back, and then try to get as much as I can in that time of light. I was like, dude, I'm struggling. So I was like, let me just rock this out. Let me just try my best. Night vision kick in because I can't keep walking in the light. And I wear glasses too, so my vision already isn't clear
Right.
with daylight. So I'm just like, gosh, come on. So I'm just like kind of speeding through it. I was like, I'm not detail checking. I just want to hurry up and get this done. He wanted some off the top. So he's a black guy, so he has like that curly dry hair. So you have to like, you can use scissors, but it's easier with clippers just to do the top. I'm doing the top and I'm like, oh my gosh, if this isn't straight, this is gonna look so bad. Just get it through. I get it through. We finally get it done. I'm like, bet. I start packing my things, dusting it off real quick, and I say, hey, appreciate it. You have a good one, right?
Deuces.
So I say, deuces. I kid you not. It was like end of semester. He's in college too. He was like, yo, I need a cut. And I was like, oh, dang, same guy. Hey, man, I'm sorry. I have finals coming. I can't do it. It's such a weird problem because it's not
So
like I
he
said,
still came back to you.
he asked for it, but I just said I can't do it.
Yeah.
I
Oh
was
shoot.
like,
Okay. I thought this experience was gonna go. He was like, "Yo, this is a
see, that's the thing. No one
weird-ass
ever hates my
haircut."
cuts. No one
Okay.
ever hates my cuts.
Okay.
I
You
just don't
just
like the
personally
experience.
hate him. Okay, I get it.
I don't hate him. Whoa.
No,
Nah,
but you're your own biggest critique.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
you're
Yeah.
your own.
I don't hate
You're
him.
your biggest critic. Like when
Yeah,
you
yeah.
cut below standards.
Yeah, I don't hate him. I just hate the experience I have cutting his hair. Because every time I cut his hair, it's always rough.
I
You know.
gotcha.
So, but and like you said, like the critic, if I cut a bad hair, I get mad at myself. I'm like, dang. Like I'm looking at a haircut. So like to a normal person, I sometimes there's like really faint details.
Right.
Like when you fade hair, you have like these little guidelines, and then you have to blend those out. Sometimes those guidelines you can see it, But in a normal eye, it just looks like a shadow mark or something. For me, I'm like, dang, I need to blend that out. I needed to, hit this dark spot, just stuff like that. And I'm like, most of the time, if I'm hanging out with people and I cut their hair or they got a haircut, 50% of the time, I'm looking at their hair. I'm like, dude, you got messed up by your barber. Come to me,
Oof.
I'll fix you. And then if it's
Yeah.
my problem, like, dang, I suck. I messed up right there. I could have fixed that.
Yeah, you
But
corrected my hair one time, and that was, oh my gosh, I don't remember what it was, but I went to, it was the first time I ever went to a barber, because normally I had gone to this one Asian lady, I forget her name, or Kim, and she had a salon, and so I went to her salon. I mean, that's just where my mom took me, and so I'd grown up with her, so I was like, all right, you know what, I'm gonna go to her. And one day I thought, you know what, all right, I'm gonna try a barber. And this barber, man, he did not give a shit. And he straight just looked at me, didn't ask me what I wanted, just started cutting my hair. He was just like, zoom, zoom, and cut my hairline. So, cut my hairline. Normally it's like right here, but he cut it
yeah.
all the way up here. So,
Ooh.
it looked so bad. And Nikki looked at me. Thank God she's not shallow. But she looked at me and she was like, "Babe, it looks all right."
Yeah, she's
So-
supportive. She's supportive.
Yeah, so I think that was the